All right, folks, I have some interesting news to share with you when it comes to AMC today. I know there is not much going around, as you know, in terms of discovery or anything, there's no glitch. But I have something to share with you when it comes to Virtue. Well, if you look at the institutional ownership on Fintel, the last statement or the last filing we had from Virtue was they're actually moving and there were no stocks or no shares at all being held by Virtue. That was based on the 13th filing F disclosed on September 17. But interestingly enough, a couple of days after, so today, this is a screenshot. It's a little bit foggy. It's a screenshot I got from Jeff Forbes on his YouTube channel. So this is someone who shared a Bloomberg terminal. Bloomberg, it's one of the main platform used within banks, investment banks, brokerage firms, etc., when they want to, buy and sell stocks in the market. So mostly this is a platform used by the big boys on the street, all right? The guys with the big pockets. And here you can see a block order, a big order for almost 1.8 million shares of AMC bought by Virtue. These are other companies, all right, which are also, buying this same stock of AMC. You can see from the ticker, UBS, for example. You can see here Odo, another brokerage. You can see Wells Fargo, Susquehanna, JP Morgan, etc., etc. But you will not see those the same day they happen into the filings, because the filings is just a compilation of every trade they made only exclusively on the buy side of things. So you will not see this having a direct impact on the share price. Why? Because this mainly will go through dark pools, all right? Where this will not have a direct impact because it's not a lead market. But it's really interesting to see that on top of this from Virtue, you also have another 700, almost 6,900 shares being bought by the same Virtue. But you also have another almost $2 million shares block of AMC being bought by this company. All right. So even though the media and it seems like nothing is really happening and the shorts are doubling down, well, this gives you actually a good indication, a good insight of what is happening behind the scenes on the other side of things, where we have the big boys on the street. They are still buying because they still see the potential of this thing doing what it's going to do. It doesn't matter whether they're buying to cover some of the short positions they originally had in the stock, or they're just buying this to day trade, swing trade, or whatever. It means they are still in the play. And them still being in the play, it's because it's not a dead cat. You may have the impression by looking at the price, we're stuck on the $40 price, that it will necessarily mean that the stock is not doing what it's supposed to do. No, they are still playing with it. They are still coming in, and in due time, those are going to be reflected. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow, but those are going to be reflected in the market, in the share price, and that's how you see, the uptrend going back up. So just to say, it doesn't matter what is happening here. It doesn't matter what you see on the share price. It doesn't matter if this is still giving you the impression that things are not happening, or we're kind of flat, or it's boring. No, it is not, because at the end of the day, the short sellers have not covered. At the end of the day, retail is still owning almost 100% of this float, and in due time, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Just be patient. That's all.